What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? As we gear up for the 2025 season, we wanted to take a moment to look back at some of our favorite conversations from this past offseason. We sat down with a few of some of the newest Chiefs, like Major Williams and Jimmy Holiday, and some veterans like Mike Pennel and Fabien Lovett. We got their thoughts on joining the squad and what they're going to bring to the table this coming season and what it means to wear the red and gold. Here is the best of our Chief Concerns offseason interviews. Enjoy.
Without further ado, here is our guy, two-time Super Bowl champion, Mike the Beast Pennel. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, Mike? What's going down, big bro? How you doing?
My brother, good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to be here.
Good. I see, man. You how many shirts you got like that, man? You always showing the guns. You know that's what it is, ain't it? Huh?
You look like you understand the struggle. We gotta go sleeveless most of the time. We coming fresh from the workout.
Look, we know this. Hey, man, you got a good attribute, man. You're supposed to show those things off, right? I mean, you just ain't getting in the weight room just to get into shape. You got to, hey, look, you want to show everybody how you've been working in the weight room to get into shape, right?
He owned something there.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, Mike. Man, hey, look, man, welcome to the show, man. Chief Concerns, and the family, everybody's coming in here kind of in the chat. We got a good following, man, of people just that are real football fans, Chiefs fans, love the team, love you guys, what y'all been able to show, what you've been able to do. For us, what we have on this side of it, for somebody who's played a game for a long period of time, is actually open up the locker room a little bit, give everybody, so they can see you, actually see your face, see who you are. I mean, I think sometimes, man, that's what people actually miss. They don't really get to see the personalities of who guys really are, truly. So,
yeah, yes.
But
yes. So before we came on, so Mike and I were talking a little bit and just looking at your biography. You were born in Topeka and you actually grew up a Chiefs fan. And I was telling him, Mike, like usually when I'm talking to players when they first come on, I was like, oh yeah, so JD, played for the team and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, I know. I grew up watching JD.
Is that right? Okay.
Oh yeah, that was the heyday, man. Priest Holmes, JD, Neil Smith, Trent Green, man. I was watching, man. I was watching. It was hard being a fan in Denver, but I stayed true.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I know they gave you a whole lot of business over there, man. We ain't quite like them donkeys, man. You know how it is.
Right.
So we always got to give it to them.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So, Mike, man, let me ask you a question, man. One of the things that we talked about kind of on our show was how happy we were that the Chiefs had re-signed you. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there telling Marcus when I heard this news, because we were just talking about, how the offseason goes. We don't quite know what's going on behind the scenes. And then all of a sudden, hey, they re-signed Mike Pennel. I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what we need. And so sometimes trying to keep those core group of guys together, trying to make that run is important. It's vital to the things that you're trying to achieve. And what I want to just tell you, and I told you this off the field, backstage, is I just want to commend you, man, for the amount of time that you done put in to play football. And I don't think people quite understand how much of a rare breed you are, a rare bird, because of your longevity. To be able to be in the league up to 12 years, but more importantly, to be here with the Chiefs. And I just say this all the time, Mike, just watching you, because I grade the game every week, okay? And I always talk about Mike, don't I, Marcus? And I'm just like, man, look, Mike, what Mike did this week. Look what he was able to go out there and do. And sometimes what people tend to do, they tend to look at sometimes sack numbers and all these other things. And I'm just like, I don't think people quite understand how much of an impact that Mike and other guys are making for other guys that are getting sacks are able to do what they're able to do, right? So one thing I just want to tell you, man, I just want to commend you that for the work, man, and the things you've been doing out there on the Chiefs. But I'm so happy, man, that they got you back. They got you back, man, for this run, man. So tell a little bit about that, man, how you feel and how the year went for you last year, So
Yeah, I mean, once again, I appreciate that, JD. I mean, I watch a lot of the things that you talk about. I'm a guy that's always in the shadows watching. I always know what's going on. I appreciate that you have a true, understanding of the game from, a scheme side, a personality side, a people side of what goes on the football field. So I appreciate that a lot. This past year coming back, man, I just came into the role of, finally year 11, kind of, being a veteran, understanding that it's more about, doing my job and having, the younger guys, and teaching them where my mistakes were and things that I could do to make my career excel and everything that I've been to help them. So I took that seriously last year. And being in, the Kansas City locker room and that system with Coach Reed, Spags, Joe Cullen, I mean, it's very, very high demand. And that's from everybody. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, Nick Bolton, like Trent McDuffie, everybody is commanded to perform at the top level as a whole. It's not just depending on one guy, it's a team and a group effort. So this year, man, I really just wanted to, prove, that I was still able to play at a high level this far into my career. Took more time in the scheme, and I wanted to be more impactful on younger players coming up in the Chiefs culture and the system. I didn't really realize it too much because I'm not really a guy that, as you know, I'm not really a big media guy. I try to steer away from the interviews. I just love playing football. I love being around the guys. But it took, some coaches telling me and some people around the building just how much of an impact that I could have, just from my words and my experiences other than what I'm doing on the field as I transition to later in my career. So I just took that very seriously this year. Last year, I mean, and this year as well, even more. Just taking that seriously and then just finding out, kind of what you want to do after the game a little bit. You understand, JD, but that end is kind of like, don't want to be a part of this, do I not want to be a part of this? And just being around the guys, it really helped me make that decision in my head that I want to, step into that role, help players be successful from rookie to middle of their career to all the way to the end. And just, eventually when I get done, I want to coach, I want to help young guys in the NFL and, not let them make the same mistakes I did, put them on all the free game they need so they can be successful for their team, for their family, so I mean, that's just where more last year really took that role and kind of I took that on, full head of steam, and I enjoyed it.
Brother, man, I tell you what, you answered. I had like 5 questions for you. You answered every single one of them, just in that one right there. Seriously, one of them was I was going to ask you what you thought about doing after football. You thought about coaching, and you just said it. But that was another question I had for you was, how do you feel like your responsibility was to the young guys that were there on the team and the younger guys coming in? You fit in that role. How did you feel about it? And I mean, you said it perfectly. You absolutely said it perfectly. And the thing is, man, Mike, for the life of me, I've heard other guys, okay, on other teams, I ain't gonna say no names, that said they don't feel like it's their responsibility to teach young guys, right? It's like, oh, well, I'm gonna let a guy trying to find out on his own. I'm like, well, why would you want to do that? Did somebody teach you when you came in? Hopefully somebody helped you out or showed you the way when you came in and, brought you, hey, young Rook, come over here. Let me talk to you a little bit. Let me just put something in the ear, just tell you how to kind of conduct yourself, carry yourself. And I just thought, man, if a guy that is in his, later years doesn't understand the responsibility, man, he's doing a disservice, not just only to the guys, but to himself, right? So, man, that was an absolute perfect answer, brother. Perfect answer. That's it. And I know, man, I could tell that you're a football guy. I told you, man, I could just tell, man, that you're a football dude through and through. And like just your personality just comes out. You could just see it. And like you said, behind the shadows and stuff. But I think the reason the Chiefs brought you back is because they understood your worth. They understood your value. They understood, like you said, the impact that you would make. Joe Cullen, Spags, I played against Spags, for a number of years. I know Spags, man, talked to that joker. So I already know how Spags feels about things. You know what I mean? But I think it's very important, like you said, them understanding and knowing Mike Pennel in our locker room is going to help us get there. It's going to help the younger guys get to where he's at, to understand what this business is all about. Mm-hmm. So I tell you what, man, that was a perfect answer. I tell you, man, you just ran about 5 questions down. I'm like, dang God, there's 1, 2, 3, So,
oh yeah. To your point, man, playing in the league a long time, you see a lot of guys who do it right. You see a lot of guys who do it wrong. I feel like as a veteran, if you make it past, a certain point of that 10-year mark, you got to make a decision what type of veteran you're going to be. I was very, very fortunate to, coming to the NFL in Green Bay and have B.J. Raji and Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews, Aaron Rodgers. Like, these guys really they were in their prime, established, like, the height of their careers in the All-Star commercials, all that. And these guys took time to talk to an undrafted free agent about the progression and the steps I need to take to be successful in the NFL. If you wanted to play 3 years or 10 years, these guys told me the guys that did it wrong, the guys that do it right, how you should carry yourself, and how you should want to see the younger people that you helped and from that rookie year be successful. So I mean, being in Kansas City all the way from 19. I mean, I was with Colin Sanders with his rookie year. After that, Tershawn Wharton. After that, Mike Dana, and just being in the room with these guys and seeing them take that next step to that second contract, no matter if it's here, no matter if it's somewhere else. I mean, that's the most fulfilling thing I get out of my career now. Because I mean, these guys, and JD understands these young guys that don't understand nothing about the game. They technique off. They don't know what they're doing outside the field. But I mean, you see them growing to men, and you see that the advice they came and seek from you is actually what they implemented, and it made them successful. Man, that's a feeling that I can't even measure. So proud of all them guys, man. Like truly. I mean, and how the Chiefs locker room is, we all stay in contact. We're all brothers, you know what I mean? So it's real. It's almost unreal. It's like a professional high school team that just everybody knows each other. Everybody's family's always around each other. Everybody knows each other's kids. So I've been a lot of different places, and nowhere else is like that. And the uniqueness of being in Kansas City, man. I mean, no wonder why that these guys have the success that they're having. It's crazy to see.
Yeah. And you can tell the difference between organizations too. And you've been around to a few places to kind of tell exactly the difference in the locker room, upper management, how they treat each other. Is it a good relationship, or how do they actually, do they respect you? Do they value you? Or are you just kind of some guy? One thing I had to say of this about the Hunt family, from playing I was out there in Kansas City for 8 years. And, Lamar, he knew every guy's name. He knew our families. He knew your mother, your sister, he knew all of it. And he would come down after the game, shake your hand and ask how you were doing. And you knew it was personable. You knew it wasn't just fluff, right? Some guy, hey, no, he was like, how you doing? How's your mom and stuff, right? And so I think that atmosphere and environment that they try to foster a lot for guys is why a reason a lot of guys don't want to leave Kansas City. That's the reason guys want to stay around Kansas City if they can, right? So if you know that you've been somewhere and you know what you know, right? It's like, hey, man, look, this is the spot. If you want to be anywhere, this is the spot to come to. So I just let me ask you about Amenahu. Okay, I seen Amenahu out there last year at the game. I talked to him when he was hurt. He was just trying to get back, man. He was like, "Yo, big dog, man, I'm just trying to get back." I said, "Man, I can see the passion right there in your eyes. I can see that." And I know for him, the patience of trying to wait for the contract and all these things to happen. I'm sure he came to you, asked you like, "Man, what do you have to do?" And I'm sure like you as a older gentleman saying, "Hey, look, sometimes you got to play your cards the way that you had to play them to get what you want. And sometimes it's just that patience you got to do." And I could see that. I could see those relationships that you had. That one little video, I don't know if you've seen the little video that we kind of shared. I think it was then at the Super Bowl. But you was talking to George Galapagos. You was kind of making fun of a lot of different guys. And I said, man, I could tell how everybody looks at Mike. I could tell they looking at Mike like
it's a good time away.
Mike's the one to keep the room going all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and with Charles, man, he's just very, very passionate. He's a perfect, fit for Kansas City. But with him, it's just, timing and faith. He just has to have a complete full season of him being healthy, no trouble or anything like that where he can focus. And he's in line for that right now. So, I mean, he's always been in communication with everybody in the defensive line room. Everybody knows how hard he's worked and, the adversity that he's had to come through to even be in Kansas City or even come back to Kansas City. But I feel like, as he's getting older in his career, he's starting to develop a lot more football maturity to where he's like very focused, very direct, very in line with everything that he's doing, he has a different intent to him, and I know that he's hungry and he's a guy that wants to be successful, and he prepares like that. So it's very, very exciting to have him back, man. Looking forward to having him for an entire year healthy and seeing what happens, because that's dangerous, man.
Yeah. Mark, you had something?
Yeah, I was going to ask, just talking about like the development of like the younger guys and being kind of the elder statesman. And I know it's draft season, everyone's talking about, and I've seen in the chat, it's like, oh, what young DTs does Mike Pennel wants to draft? And it's like, we do have guys on the roster, and Fabien Lovett's one of them.
The thing about the Chiefs is they're very intentional. So, I mean, if they're not going to bring in, I haven't seen many scenarios where a guy's just a camp body. They're really bringing guys to evaluate, or people that they see have, all types of, all the intangibles, talents, all types of things to where they can be a player that is successful and produce. So with Fabien, man, he's just extremely athletic. He reminds me a lot of me coming into the league the rookie year, kind of technical, a little raw, but he's strong as an ox. He's athletic. He's taking everything seriously every day. He's a guy that's in early. He's taking notes from Chris. He's asking. He literally prepared as if he was playing every week. I know that sounds cliche, and JD would say a lot of guys say that, but this man was literally, giving notes and giving tips to us, and I would be able to bounce off and have conversations with him as a rookie and be like, well, what do you see? I mean, do you see any tips with the alignment, the stance, or anything like that? You see any tendencies that maybe I don't see? And he's very immersive in those conversations. He's very intellectual. He's very, intentional with his preparation. So, Fabian's going to be good, man. I hope that it's here, but if it's not, I know that, everything that he's doing now, it will set him up to have success in the league.
Thank you for your time, man. Hope you have a blessed and successful season. Blessings to you, my brother. Hey, go out there and just rock it out. Keep doing your thing, Mike, man. You're doing a great job. I'm telling you what, one of the unsung heroes. I don't say I'm unsung hero. I think you're a hero on the team. I know what you do. I know what your impact is. I know your value. The Chiefs see it. They know it. All your family, everybody else know who you are, what you've done. You know what I mean? And so I just want to let you know, man, it's not being unnoticed. It's not.
Super Bowl legend to many of us. The Chiefs can call you Super Bowl legend the way you threw around Trent Williams. So
I appreciate you, brother. You know that's something to highlight forever in life. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta love it. I was like, hey, I love it too, you guys. It's on replay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh man. Yeah, that's in there, man. All right,
Mike. Well, I'll definitely reach out again to have you on at some other time, but really appreciate you, man.
All right. Appreciate you guys, too.
All right, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Take care, brother.
Mike.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you, man. Glad that you came out here, man, to grace your presence on our show. With our fans and whatnot out here, Chiefs Concerns, just kind of tell you a little bit about us. Me, I'm a former player in NFL, man. 11 years, 3 years with the Philadelphia Eagles, 8 years out there in Kansas City. I've been doing it for a long time. Got into some coaching. Guys I coached actually in college and, in high school are already into the league right now. But I've been an evaluator and combines, helped the guys get to the league. So helped out with the NFLPA as well. But for me, man, this is going to be a treat. It really is. And part of the reason why is because we had one of your brothers on here a couple of weeks ago, Mike Pennel. And so Mike graciously brought your name up, and he was just talking about your talent. He was sitting there saying, man, he said, look, he said, you're talking about a guy that comes in hard, is getting everything right. He said, Fabien is the guy to do it. So I was like, oh, okay. All right. So that's how I praise, man, for a vet, a guy that's been in the league like that, man, for 11 years or 12. How many years has Mike got in? 12? Is it 12?
I think it'll be going on 11 this year.
Okay,
Yeah,
11.
so.
All right. Okay. So, man, that's a high praise, especially, man, for a guy that's being around different places, seeing a lot of different ball. For a vet to speak highly about a young guy that's coming in and see how hungry he is, that says a lot. It says a lot, man. So I just want to welcome you on the show, man. First off,
thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So go ahead, Martin. Marcus wanted to talk to you a little bit. So.
Yeah, well, no, Fabien, we were just talking about the UDFAs, and later on the show, we're going to talk about the UDFA that we signed. But like last year, I remember you were like the name for us when the UDFA market hit, and you were the guys, you were the top guy. And like I said, it's almost a year to the day of us signing you. And obviously, we saw you in preseason. I think it still stands out to me. Your domination of the Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line. I mean, you just freaking put all those dudes on their butts. Kind of showed how good of a run stuffer you were. And just overall, I mean, just talk about the whole year of what you learned. What was year one like for you? And I obviously Pennel talked about how you were coming to him every week and talking, film study and asking him questions and telling him what you saw from the film review, which is awesome to hear. But how was your year one in Kansas City?
Honestly, it was pretty good. It was a great experience being around those guys. I learned a lot from Chris, Mike, well, literally everybody in the room. Like I took a piece of game from every player in the room, literally, from Turk to Mike Dana to George to Charles, from everybody. I was able to learn from everybody in the room, and it was a great experience. It was honestly just a great year, even though I didn't play. But it was a great year of learning, a great year of understanding, a great year of being coached by guys that have been doing this 5, 10 years, 11 years in the league. So it was a great experience.
Tell you what, man, that's a great group of guys too. Like you said, just from learning from. One thing I did notice, just kind of catching some of the film out behind the scenes. Man, y'all all are family, right? I understand how that is, man. Playing on the team, everybody has like their cliques that they hang out with, right? And so everybody also too has certain personalities, right?
Yeah,
And I know, man, D line, man, y'all got a personality like no other. It's just,
for real. Yeah, for real. We
yeah,
got some
man.
crazy dudes in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We
And
got
that's
some
all right,
crazy
man.
dudes.
Yeah, but that's what it's supposed to be, right? You're supposed to
Yeah,
have
it
fun.
is.
If you don't like coming to work and working with the people that you're around, I mean, what are you doing it for, right?
For real.
I mean, it'd be a miserable time to come in and you ain't joking with nobody. Everybody looking serious or everybody not having a good time. But it looks like everybody comes in, man, and just kind of, laughs it up a little bit, jump on each other, you know what I'm saying, rag everybody every once in a while. Let me ask you so far, like in the room, who's the craziest out of everybody and who's the funniest, if you will. All right.
I had to say it's between Chris and Mike Pennel. It's between them two. Because I'm always around them too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's in between them two. Like they some crazy funny guy. Like they always joking and playing in the locker room and stuff. So yeah, I probably have to say it's in between them two. It's
Okay.
no guess. Like if I had to do Chris and Mike, it'd be like neck and neck. Like it won't be no one's higher than the other. Like literally neck and neck.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure they bring a lot of levity to the room in itself. That sometimes, man, I know y'all be looking around like, man, is coach just allowing this to happen? Because I'm sure how they are in the meeting room. I guarantee behind the doors,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Joe Cullen a little bit, man, if you will. What do you think about Joe, man?
He's a great coach. Great coach. He's hard. He's hard on you, real hard. But I feel like this is what's needed, though. That's the type of coach you want. That's the type of coach you need around you. Somebody that's gonna be on you every day, even though you're not playing. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
it's different. That's what any player need. I feel like, but sometimes other players might not take it that way as somebody being trying to actually help them and benefit them. But coming from Joe, I think it's all beneficial at the end of the day. Like he want to win just as bad as we do, and he gonna put you in the best position to win.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's important, man, that you don't take like things like that personal, right? Because like you
Hmm.
said, at the end of the day, everybody's there to win, and this is
Hmm.
a production based business, man. You don't produce, you don't get in. And coach used to say this all the time. And maybe Joe said, he said, look, man, if I'm not getting on you, then I don't care nothing about you. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So hey, coach, yell at me all you want to. Go ahead.
For real. Because that's the worst thing you want. A coach that don't say nothing to you, you don't want that feeling. I ain't never had that feeling, so I don't know. But that ain't
Yeah,
that ain't the feeling you want.
yeah, yeah.
Now, Fabien, one of the things that that I've seen as far as like the different chief publications have like kind of posted since the draft, 'cause a lot of people thought the Chiefs were going to go into this draft and double dip at defensive tackle. Early round D tackle and then maybe a late round D tackle. And obviously JD and I, we talked to Pennel a couple weeks ago, and we've kind of had you circled, as a guy to like watch going into this year without Turk, without no Turk and no Nadi. And they didn't draft it. They didn't go double dip at defensive tackle. And I think that shows kind of the praise and what they see in you and the kind of year two you're going to have within the defense. What's kind of your mindset going into this upcoming season? As with a lot of the veterans gone, there's room for you to kind of get up there and do your thing and showcase to the world what Fabien Lovett's about.
Honestly, my whole focus right now is just learning the plays and doing everything I need to so I can be ready when it's time. That's my biggest focus right now. Preparing like I'm playing tomorrow. Like Mike say, like I prepare every day like I was playing. So it's nothing new that I honestly be doing, because I'm working hard, I'm getting to it. So it's gonna be an everyday thing, just preparing and showing them that they can trust me to play.
Okay, okay. What are you doing right now, man, off season as far as getting prepared at this moment?
I'm working out up here in Lee Summit with a guy named Ryan. It's the guy Trayshawn used to work out with up here. So I
Okay.
got locked in with him and it's pretty good work. And I come up here and we started our meetings and stuff, our phase one stuff. And so I'll be up here doing our meetings and stuff, and that's really it. Just working out and meetings and eating.
All right. Yeah, yeah. So, like, the workout in, and like Marcus was talking about, which I think it makes a valid point, is when you think Chiefs are going to get other D tackles and stuff like that, and then they stop getting the one, you say, okay, well, shoot, we know there's guys on there that only signed like a 1-year deal. We know there's other guys out there that didn't get any playing time, so they must see something. They have to see something in you guys. You know what I mean? Like you said, maybe the hunger. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
thirst that you got, and what you do, and I think your advantage is because you have played there for a year. They see what you can do, so they sitting there saying like, "Now, coach, we go ahead, right pin off the board. We good. We good. We got Fabe over here in the background ready." So I'm just letting you know,
Hmm.
man, coach, he's coming along real well. So the thing is, they watch you work, and they watch you work. They watch how you do in meetings. They see how you develop around everybody else. Same thing as coach is getting on you, Joe Cullen talking to you, like, okay, coach, I
Hmm.
like it. I ain't gonna take nothing with it. Hey,
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna take the coaching, right? I'm gonna take it.
For real.
Um, you know, I say you, man, your size, man, 6'4", about 314 is what they have you down as.
Hmm.
Where you playing at right now? Where
About
you at?
310.
Oh, okay, so you done drop a couple pounds then, huh?
Hmm.
All right. I mean, you got the frame, man, and body type, man, to absolutely dominate in this league. I mean, you got it. I mean, shoot,
I
6'4",
will.
3. Yeah, that's
I
true.
will. Trust me.
Okay, yeah,
It's
baby.
coming.
Yeah, that's hey.
It's coming. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming.
All right.
I'm not much of a big talker when it comes to like stuff. I just like do it in the work, like the proof in the pudding. Because one thing about it, that tape don't lie.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So what do you think, man, you bring to the table? Like now, what do you think that you've kind of improved on technique wise and stuff this past year that people are gonna see a little bit more of?
I probably have to say I wouldn't say perfected, but I've gotten better with my pass rush and being able to get to the quarterback and affect the O line outside of just run stopping. I've gotten better with run stopping also. I'm just not focused on being a pass rusher. Like every day we doing run stopping stuff, but also we doing our pass rush stuff too. Like they try to make it seem like that we just pass rushers over here, but we're not. Like we stop the run too. We practice everything we need to be able to be ready to dominate every day, and that's how I just feel. But I feel like I've improved on my pass rush a lot,
Okay.
especially being here with Chris and being able to learn from them guys and seeing it from their perspective, and
Mhm.
then them showing me ways to learn and do things that I didn't know
Yeah.
or was never coached on in my past before I got here.
Mm.
So it's been a great experience. I think I'll be y'all will see. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Y'all will see.
Fabien, man, we appreciate you coming on, and like JD said, we'd love to have you back at some point here, man. And obviously, we're all rooting for you, and then everybody in the chat is rooting for you as well, my man.
Yes,
But
sir. Most definitely. Thank y'all for having me. And yes, sir, we can whenever y'all ready to during training camp or after training camp or whatever.
Okay.
awesome, we'll be in touch, my man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I
Well,
appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
hey
Take it
man,
easy, buddy.
I'm just letting you know right now, man. All the people in the chat, man, are new fans of you, so they're gonna be watching, man. We got a good following of people, man. So, we'll have to go ahead and put the spotlight on you. You know what I mean? Go ahead,
Yes,
babe.
sir. Yes, sir. It's just gonna get bigger from here.
There you
There you
go.
go. That's
There you
what it
go.
is.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? How's it going?
All right, I'm doing well, man. I'm happy, man. Happy to be a chief. Been a long journey. Coming from Division II school and small school product. Keeping my head down, working. I knew it would come, and just happy to be in an organization like the Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, man. First off, congratulations for them, retaining you. And
It-
the reality is, I tell people this all the time. Okay, I coached at a Division II school in college at Kentucky State University. I went to Eastern Kentucky University. I know Carson Newman. I know the history down there. It's a real ball players, man, at Carson Newman. I mean, seriously, some really good ball.
Yes, sir.
And so there's certain areas that you pluck guys from. And when you're a champion, like you have been, Carson Newman, having some of that prestige in college ball, they know where to go get guys. Okay.
Sure.
So it wasn't like just happenstance, but sometimes also too, what I tell guys is this: if you can play, they're gonna find you. Pure and simple, man. That's just how it works. That's how the league works, man.
Yeah.
So going back to it, man, congratulations once again, man. Getting on the squad, showing and exhibiting what you can do. But let me ask you a question, okay? Once you got the phone call, you get out there to the Chiefs and whatnot, man. What was your first NFL meeting like?
My first NFL meeting.
Yeah.
I think we had like a team meeting. I think he brought in like all night. It was like 93 guys at Ricky Mini camp this year, so it was a loaded room. A lot of talent in there. I couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to showcase my abilities, my knowledge of the game, what can I bring to the organization. So I was just sitting there. I was very humble, quiet, but just ready to let my actions speak. And just being a sponge, soaking up everything, and just ready to improve. I was there to learn, and I was hoping to get my chance. It happened. So I was just ready. I just couldn't wait.
Yeah. I bet, bro. I know, like when the phone call came in, just kind of give us a little bit of your emotion, like the emotional swing.
Oh yeah. So the draft, day 3 draft came, and I had talked to the Chiefs earlier that morning. Okay. So that was one of the teams that could possibly draft me, even though I was a low stock at that time. That morning they had 3 picks in the 7th round. So they told me I could possibly be one of those picks. And it was a very emotional day. Watched the whole draft, kind of got drained, towards the end, but I knew that call was coming. I got faith in the Lord, so
Amen.
It's just one of those things. I just remember I was with my family, and then my mom, she wanted to run to the store real quick. And we ran to the store, and the call happened in the car with just me and my mom. So, all glory to God for that. And when my agent called me, I knew exactly, what that call was for and what it meant. And he told me it was the Chiefs that wanted me to come in and prove that I'm ready. And they was giving me a fair shot.
I think it's so important for people to understand, like, that hunger you talk about, right? Like having this yearning to get this thing done. Like you said, man, you didn't come from a major school. It was the same thing with me, man. I wanted to always go and compete against the big schools, right? The Florida States, the Michigans, and guys like that. I wanted to see how I measured against those dudes. So every opportunity I had, like when I came out, I wanted to show it. I wanted to show, like, hey, man, listen, just because I was over here at Eastern Kentucky University, look, don't sleep on me. Don't think, what I'm saying, that I can't play no ball. Because last time I checked, man, football is all about, tackling, X's and O's, what I'm saying, hit, that's it. And so if you got speed, you can make plays, that's what it's all about. But that, man, that right there, man, that hunger. Because I think sometimes, man, nobody speaks to this enough. From sometimes bigger schools, it's almost like you've already arrived. You done been there, right? You done had the big stadiums. You done had all the, the doctors and the trainers, and you done seen it all. You've had all the paraphernalia, the cleats, and everything that you can get, right? Matter of fact, some dudes come in, Major, and say, well, shoot, the Chiefs facility is not even better than the facility that came in from college.
Yeah.
I'm sure a couple dudes probably said that,
For sure.
Yeah. So having, like you say, coming from like, I'll say humble beginnings, the humble beginnings, like, man, will actually show you how to have, like, a different appreciation for things. You know what I'm saying? And so, like you said, also too, being in that moment where you can, praise God and the everything that you have there. I mean, it speaks volumes, brother. It speaks volumes, man. Seriously. Yeah. I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how that feels. So
there you
go,
go,
man. Yeah,
I had to put
I had to put my cap on, man.
Yes, sir.
I had to get comfortable in here, man. I'm home, man. I can't wait, man. I promise, man. Like you say though, man, I'm real hungry.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to share my story, man. I'm gonna write a book about the things I've been through, and I'm just a testament to the guys coming from a small school, just like you did, Jason.
Yeah.
I just want people to know with the NIL and everything out here right now, they can find you. It's all about the work you put in. So.
Mhm.
I just can't wait to run around. I honestly don't care where they put me at. I can't wait. I can't wait to get out there and meet my new teammates, and learn from them, and actually learn what it takes to
Yeah.
be a champion, be a professional athlete. What they do on the side. I'm I'm picking up day by day, and I'm just ready to go out there.
Mhm. Man, go ahead, Marcus.
I was just going to ask, obviously, you play safety, you play cornerback, you play kind of all over the place in the secondary. But one of the things that I read about you was the fact that you were one of the best punt returners in the nation for a couple of years when you were doing it. Is that something that Dave Tobe talked to you about, or are you going to be doing? Were you back to return as well?
I definitely I caught as many punts and kick returns as I can. I went out there and emptied the tank. So I mean, me and the special teams coach, only thing he said was at the beginning of practice we was catching kicks. He was like, I looked over there at the defensive walkthrough. He's like, nah, don't go over there. It's my time. It's special team time. I was like, yes, sir, let's go. Let's get the jug machine going, the punter, kicker, let's get them things in the air. So, I got some reps back there, and if it fits, I'm back there. I run a 4.3, possibly 4.2, so I can get make a big impact play on the special team side. That's a big play. A lot of guys take that play off. That's an advantage and opportunity for me. So I love to run the ball, so I like to get picks. So touchdowns, that's opportunity. I just like opportunity. Growing up, I was an offensive player. We love touchdowns, so punt return is just a opportunity for a guy like me that plays a defensive skill to plug in and make a big play, a fantastic play, a life changing, a career changing play right there. So you know that's I love it. We love the game, so.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, that's going to be your end too. That special teams. There's a lot of cats just don't want to do that work. You know what I'm saying? They shy away from it. They are like, oh, coach, I got to. Yeah, man, you got to do it. And so when coach is looking for somebody, hey, man, coach, I got you.
Let's
Go ahead
go.
and jump on in there. You know what I mean? That's how it works. And so I always say, man, for you, man, playing safety, corner, you got speed. You said, man, a 4.3, 4.2.
Yes,
That's
sir.
where
Yes,
that's
sir.
where you at.
Yes, sir. I'm out of high school. I was state champ, and for the 4x100 meter, came up short in the 200. Ran the 4x4. So down here in Florida, we all about speed. We like to run. So I'm bringing whatever I need to bring to the table. All abilities, strengths, heart. I'm here for that team camaraderie.
Yeah.
All that. I'm on all that. And I mean that humbly. So. I'm ready to just learn what the NFL game is like and learn that game speed. And if I have to turn it up a notch, I will. And I know I'm gonna have to turn it up a notch. I'm
That's
waiting
right.
for that moment. I'm just humble right now, laying low, and
There you go.
I'll be there Sunday.
Good. So man, let me ask you, man. So you said you grew up about 4 streets over from Sammy, man. You said work out with him, man. What has Sammy told you a little bit about the league, man? What to expect? What has he said to you?
One thing he told me that everybody is good and elite at that level, and he just told me a couple ways I could separate myself. Like I say with the playbook, your IQ,
Yep.
the detailed work, the film study, the tendencies of your opponent, and getting to know your teammate. Spending time with your teammate just brings the team together, and just not being selfish. The team comes first. That's something he always say. He has to rely on the quarterback and the offensive line, so it's all on the screen. So it's not all about you anymore. And I learned that in college, but him just telling me it's the same way on the pro level just speaks that the game of football is the same, but it can change at any level. And
Mhm.
just having him as a mentor and him being the Kansas City Chief, I feel like God just made it happen this way, you know?
Right. Sure, you think, man, he might have had something to do with it, man? He might have. You think Andy might have called him because look, the thing is, man, hey, believe it, yo, when
Hey,
they do their homework, they want to talk to everybody that knows you. Okay,
for sure. For
yeah,
sure. Yeah, he definitely on my like relative list. You know how you fill out the papers, like
yeah.
your relative list. So I'm sure they see the connection we have. I even went to his high school my freshman year before I transferred out. But yeah, so they see the connection. They probably see, you know, the resemblance, the hunger we have down here in Fort Myers, Florida, to want to be on this elite level and showcase what we have and put our city on the map. You know, and Coach Andy Reid, he's been doing a great job with bringing in guys like myself and you know, under the radar guys and Jules and you know, and it's been is that's why they winning so much, you know, because they taking the chance on guys that you know don't that people are overlooking,
That's right.
and that's what it takes when you have a great staff like that. They're working hard like that. They gonna bring in the best no matter what it look like and how they get them, and that's an example of myself.
That's right. That's right. Well said. Well said. I agree with you 1,000%. It's a culture in Kansas City, man. It's not by happenstance that they've been to the Super Bowl 5 of the past 6 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't things like it just don't happen. You know,
Sure.
you gotta kind of detail go in and really, I'm talking about do your due diligence to get the right players in to come in and win. Put this thing together. So sometimes some guys won't have temperament. I always say this too, that they always talk about different NFL guys. I'm just like, well, this guy right here, man, he ain't gonna be able to work with the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Why? I'm like, man, part of it's just the culture. If a guy comes out and he's selfish and he's trying to do things on his own, he's worried about his stats and stuff, ain't the right fit for the Chiefs. When you come into Chiefs, man, it's a family. It's an organization that is built on family. And so they want guys like that when you come in. And so I'm sure, like you said, man, I'm guaranteed they hollered at Sammy. I know they did.
For sure.
Like,
For
man,
sure.
give me the rundown on him. I want to see who's this Major Williams. You know him? Give me a little rundown. He's got your name over here on the family list. You know what I'm saying? We found out you get close to him. What do you think? And I guarantee Sammy's like, look, coach, hey, you get a chance to get him, you got to get him. I'm telling you, he's a real dude. And I ain't just talking about probably on the field. I'm just talking about just in character and who he is in general. And so that's important.
Sir.
That's important, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. His family definitely reached out, congratulated me and everything. So, you know, it probably did work out that way. And I'm sure, you know, he rooting for me and supporting me. And hopefully, you know, we bring that ring back to the kingdom and we all can go back there and celebrate one day and one big happy family, like you said, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Major. One of the things that I've seen online. So I watched an interview with I think it was in the run up to the draft. You talked about you obviously state champion track star. Also, you play some basketball too. Well, what position did you play?
I really played the 2 and the 3. You know, they didn't really trust me with the ball like that, but I'm really like a guard. I'm really like a just take you to the rack type of person. I'll shoot it out the corner. But you know my speed, I'm a blow by, and I get them steals on defense. So you know that's just something I did. I enjoyed playing basketball, but I had to put it down to focus on track and field and get my body bigger and stronger and faster for because I was during high school time, so I had to develop for the college. I had scouts, college scouts coming in telling me that football could be an opportunity for me. So I had to develop. I was probably like 160, 165 probably like 160 at the time. So I had to put more more muscle on. And in that off season, instead of playing basketball my junior year, I had to halfway during the season, they made me put it down. I was in the weight room, and it's crazy. Like 2 months after that, I received my first offer, to go to Division I school out of high school. So that was big for me. And stuff like that, like when you see little moments and you achieve goals like that, it just drives you to only want to do better and work towards that.
Yeah. So you say that you played the 2 there, man. So you was draining them up out there, man. You got an outside shot, man.
Yeah, I can shoot from that arc, like that arc in that corner. Definitely. Oh, hey, I'm left-handed, so what that means?
Ooh, oh
There
yeah.
you go.
Oh man.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
lefty. I'm a lefty for sure.
James Harden. I know they at least 2 years ago they had the basketball hoop in the locker room. I don't know if they still have it.
Oh, they still got it.
They still
I
got it.
probably I looked up at like that's what I'm saying. I looked up at it, I'm like, damn, we got a basketball going in the locker room. I ain't never seen that before. But like I literally like I was so happy. I literally like ran up and I like jumped and tried to grab the rim. I ain't really like dunk it, but like it was no ball. I just like testing my vertical, like try to see like, damn, it's really 10 foot. You feel me? Like it's a
Yeah,
real
yeah.
goal in there. So man, it's a lot going on in there, man. Them boys having fun because they winning, man. That's what it takes. The
Right.
family, everybody enjoying each other. I can just tell, even without the vets being there, the coaching staff, and like I said, the faculty, everybody, the organization, everybody I met, I could just tell they're there because they love to do. They waking up loving to do their job, and that's
Mhm.
what I do. I'm happy and I love to work. I love the game of football and the grind and everything. I love all that, and it finally paid off. And it's an amazing feeling to be a Kansas City Chief. I wouldn't want to be in any other organization. Arguably Pat Mahomes, but the best quarterback. I love to play for the best quarterback. I
Yeah.
love to get an interception like, here, Pat, go. You feel me? Go seal it off for us. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. And I'm just speaking into existence that future relationship I'm gonna have with those guys. They're gonna love what I can do and what I bring to the table, and I mean that humbly. But you know, whatever it takes, wherever they want to plug me in at, and whatever developmental process I'm going through, I'm here for it and I'm ready. And when the time will come, Major Williams will be on the field.
I just want to tell you, go ahead and man, keep them prayers up, man. Keep God in your life, man. I know you're doing it the right way. It's a beautiful thing to see. And also too, man, just continue with that hard work, man. And so you see, like I said before, you got the fans out here now, the Chief Concerns. We're gonna do our part, man. Get your name out there even more. Not that you need us, but we just gonna be able to just amplify, Major Williams. You better come see him. All right, get your popcorn, all that ready, because he's coming and bringing business with him. So,
Text from you guys, man. I jumped on it quick and said I'm there. I appreciate the support, and I can feel the passion, the love that you guys have, and taking the time to do this. It ain't easy for you guys too. I know you guys got families and stuff like that, so I can really feel the energy and the passion. The same way y'all giving me, y'all time, and give y'all my time and my mind, and I'm coming with everything I got. I'm bringing my family. I'm packing my lunchbox, my hard hat, everything. I'm so ready to go, man.
oh, man, there we go.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's a football player right there, man.
We appreciate you, man. Honestly, door is always open for you, man. I got your number now. When obviously you're gonna be getting to work now to get in to the squad and make that 53-man roster. But we'd love to have you back on, man. You're a pleasure to talk to, man. So honestly, this is like we talked to you before. So this is a great having you on, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm working on my public speaking and all that, man. So I'm trying, man. I love to work with y'all in the future. So whenever, man, y'all just reach out to me. Hey, God bless everybody in the chat, and God bless you too. And
appreciate it, my brother. God bless
y'all
you.
know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Major Williams, man.
What's going on, Jimmy? How are you, buddy?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
What's up, Jimmy? What's going down, brother? How you doing, man? How's it going?
Not much, man. Third day of OTAs. Just getting the swing of things right now.
All right, man. Are you wore out with all the information and all the running and stuff you're doing out there right now? Or
Not yet. I'm still excited. I'm still living a little kid in me.
There you go, man. It's exciting time, brother. Listen, hey, congratulations for getting out there on the Chiefs, going out there to display your talent. And so I always tell guys when they come on the show, man, first off, welcome. All right, and this is such a great opportunity just for you. And every guy that gets on the Chiefs, man, have the chance, just like I said, to display what they can do. And I'm gonna tell you what, I went back, man, and watched a little bit of your film. I checked you out some, man, and I tell you what, I'm impressed. Okay, I'm a big believer in your talents and what you do, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna shake out, man, during training camp and hopefully for the season. So other than that, man, I just want to tell you once again, hey, man. Welcome over here to Chief Concerns. We got a nice little following. Everybody's over here in the chat. checking you out. So everybody give a little bit of love, a nice warm welcome of Chiefs Concerns family to our guy right now, Jimmy Holiday, you all. So good to see you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on, man, tonight. So obviously, everyone is really excited about you. Obviously, when you get skill players, there's linemen, but then people get it. There's a different type of love that skill players get. And everyone's been showing your highlights over the last few weeks since we brought you in. And we had Major Williams on last week, who also was a mini camp invite, who signed with the team, just like yourself. And we asked Major, what was the moment that he knew that he was going to be signed to the team? Was there a certain play that you had when last week when the rookie minicamp happened that you were like, okay, I'm going to make the squad? Because with you, it was kind of interesting where like Chiefs had an early rookie minicamp and you already got the invite to go to the Giants rookie minicamp. And they were like, nah, you ain't leaving, you're staying. And they end up signing you. But did you have a moment that you think stood out to you? Like, yeah, I think I'm going to make the squad.
As far as a moment, I don't think I had like just a crazy moment. I think the thing that was like really eye popping was like the first impression I had on everybody with learning the plays and picking up, every position, not just the position that I was assigned to. Like I was able to get moving parts, and I think my ability to be effective on the special teams as well.
Man, I seen that you played quarterback in high school. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Man, you was a bad boy, man. Shoot. So you said like 3,000, almost 3,500 yards and touchdowns and all that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I tell you what, you in the right position, the right spot to go to, because Andy Reid loves guys like you. He's already, the wheels is turning in his head. He's like, look, I got a quarterback that can catch the ball. He can run. He can do it all. And he'll throw a couple of plays. He'll probably drive up 5 plays just for you, Jimmy, to throw the ball, So
hey, I'm ready. Whenever that time comes, I'm ready.
And kind of to that, I mean, Kelsey was a quarterback in high school. We've had guys, Jarek McKinnon was a quarterback in high school who excelled in the offense here. Is there anything that you kind of noticed from your a short time with the playbook so far, just overall with reading defense? Is that something that kind of being a quarterback is able to help you kind of grasp the offense better and just kind of pick up on the defensive schemes better as playing quarterback in high school?
Yeah, so playing like I when I first enrolled into college, I was still playing quarterback at Tennessee before COVID. So I learned playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You're the general, so you learn everything on the field. You learn protections. You learn like what they doing, what on the back end, and how long you got on the route with timing. So yeah, understanding playing quarterback helped me understand coverages and knowing like playing receiver on when you can add certain sauce to a route or how much time you got when dealing with coverages and stuff. So yeah, playing quarterback helped me deal with all that a lot easier and made it easier for me to play receiver.
I'll tell you what, man, I could tell that in your route running. The way that you would be able to sit down in the holes in the windows, just kind of reading the defense. And as you said also too, how it is so valuable to know the timing of the play, about where you're supposed to be, right? Our old offense coordinator used to tell us all the time is be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, right? And number 2, don't fool the quarterback. And so sometimes when you see wide receivers, like you said, putting a little sauce on it, sometimes they want to put a little sauce before, they're supposed to, or they take a long time getting off the line of scrimmage. It's like, hey, man, you ain't got that much time. We're sitting over here, the protection is telling you it's a 3-step drop, or we know for a fact the ball's got to be out of your hands by 3.5, 4 seconds. You ain't got time to do all that shimmy and shaking, trying to get open. Just don't have that time like that.
And you got to realize too, like, I mean, this college, not saying college isn't, players not good, but like these guys get paid too a lot of money to rush the quarterback. So
that's right.
You ain't got all day to do all that. So yeah. You gotta keep that in mind too.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you, man, as far as like you getting over there to the Chiefs, just looking at the competition, right? Like once you get to the room, everybody's obviously, glad everybody's there. It's all about the competition and whatnot. Let me ask you, what do you think that sets you apart from everybody else, talent-wise, skill-wise, speed-wise? what do you bring to the table that you sitting there saying, look, I have this about me, not downplaying anybody else, but for you, what do you say your strongest attributes are?
I think my confidence in myself. I say my confidence in myself and just how smart I am from playing quarterback. I think then those two things are like they'll carry anything else. Like my confidence gonna make me work harder, and me being smart. 95% of the game is being smart. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, I think those two things allow me to separate myself, and not to mention like we got a lot of great receivers in our room right now that I can learn from and develop as myself. Because I'm not, you feel me? I'm not a full toolbox right now either. I'm a fly on the wall soaking up game right now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like being a fly on the wall, but also too, you want to also assert yourself as far as like, your talent, right? So everybody's like, ooh, look at Jimmy out there. After a while, man, everybody starts knowing your name. Hey, man, what's everybody calling you right now? They ain't gave you a nickname yet or what?
Nah, just Jimmy.
Okay. So I see you got your beard game all the way together, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Good genes. They came from good genes. My dad and my brother.
Okay. Yeah. Mark is our co-host, man. He can grow a little mustache. You know what I'm saying? I see you do a little bit of that. So
I still got middle school facial hair. I wish.
Yeah, growing.
Now, Jimmy, you kind of referenced, right? So you first start your kind of journey began at Tennessee, then you went to Western Kentucky, then you went to La Tech is where you finished. And the thing everyone always talks about with Andy Reid's playbook is, oh man, it's so big, it's so hard to learn. It's all this stuff, like it takes years to grasp for some guys. In your short time so far, kind of grasping the playbook, and a guy who's gone through 3 different systems where you play, quarterback, receiver, and you kind of your role changed even when you got to La Tech. You kind of, you got more carries and more totes from the backfield. What is like kind of going from school to school? How has it helped you kind of be able to kind of learn playbooks quicker, and also how is that applied to what you're doing right now with Kansas City and learning the playbook there?
So when I first got to college, I had a offense coordinator by the name of Jim Chaney, NFL guy. He had ran pro style offense, like similar to like NFL offenses. So I took a lot of what I learned with that staff, and like it carried in me. Like the things they instilled in me when I first enrolled, like I kind of carried those things. Like when learning playbooks, like I write it down. I watch tons of film to learn coverages, learn like what to break routes, and a lot of things. Like it really comes from just repetition of just doing reps and watching film.
Okay. What makes this offense a little bit different from what you've been in so far? What have you noticed?
For one, in college until the end of last season, I never huddled. So college is all signals. Like you never huddle. Like in the league, everything comes from the quarterback. Like from the OC to the quarterback, like it's in the huddle. And I think what makes it different is just like terminology, how everybody word everything. Certain things carry on for college, but certain things you gotta like put in your mind and group with families when learning stuff. So
yeah. I'll tell you what, man, that's one thing I didn't like about college. But you said you had the first coach at Tennessee, the one that kind of taught a little bit of the pro style. When we get into like that fast no huddle type of deal, I think sometimes it does keep guys a disservice really for the NFL because sometimes you do have to get in and you got to huddle. There's got to be a lot of changes at the line of scrimmage, and also too like holding up the cards and stuff like that. And, I coached college for about 5 years, and I had the receivers, I had tight ends, and I worked with the quarterbacks too. But I used to always hate the NASCAR type of deal. I'm like, man, come on, man. Because sometimes what you do is, and I don't know if y'all did this or not, because sometimes you keep the receivers on the same side. And I'm like, man, if you ain't flip receivers over also too, or you're not, inquiring, putting in a little bit more motion or maybe some of the shifts, it kind of keeps guys from thinking. I don't like that part about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to the NFL, it's all about, thinking first, but then all of a sudden it's about playing fast, right? So now the point you ain't thinking, it's just second nature. You're just going, right? Kind of talk on that a little bit, but the difference on that you see.
The difference on you saying the difference of like just having signals and then the difference of like the league offense.
Yeah.
So
Signals, league offense, shift in motion, all of those different. Yeah.
Yeah. So all of that, like you said, in college is like you're not flipping receivers and stuff. You're not doing much. So it kind of gets you like stuck. Like in college, say if you play the X, you're stuck on the X side the whole side, and then when you go, you're not really. Your steps is off when you go to the right side. In the league, you flip flop. You don't stay on side. So
right.
I think that's the main difference to me. Like running routes on side. Like in college, you could be an X and catch only balls from the left and never catch a ball from the right. So I think that's the main difference. And then just the playbook, like you mentioned with motions. Like in college, you rarely doing any motions. And if you motioning, probably 75% of the time you getting the ball. Like in the league, they motion you to see like man or zone.
That's right.
To get a grip of coverage. Like you're not doing that in college as much unless you're running some type of pro style. I think teams like Penn State and Ohio State, they do a good job of doing it though.
Yeah. I think that's why you see some of those guys, kind of make that adjustment coming into the NFL. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's good because we call it, window dressing. That's a lot of it, man. That shifting in motion is window dressing. It is man or zone. You're reading what the defense is going to give you, what the coverage is going to be. You're watching the safeties, but they're going to rock and roll coming down, into the paint. You got to call each and everything out. So, but I think, man, you done been to 3 places. I don't think it's going to be a hard thing for you to pick up as far as maybe for other guys, right? And like you said, that's going to be your advantage.
I know the connection's getting rough, but also you got to get back to studying the playbook, but we really appreciate you taking this time, this busy time during OTAs to come on the show and tell Chiefs Game a little bit about yourself and get to talk to us. We really appreciate it. We would love to have you back on later on down the line, man. And we wish you all the luck and all the success, my man.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to come on the show, and I hope to meet y'all in person soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I'll be out there, man. I'm gonna come up there and come holler at you, man, and show you some love, man. So you just stay healthy, okay? Keep out there, keep shining, bro. All right, brother.
Yeah, sure. Y'all follow me on any social media and stuff. I got y'all. Follow y'all back.
Okay.
Hit me if y'all need something. Marcus got my number. Hit me if y'all need anything.
All right.
Awesome, man.
Okay. Send Marcus some of your beard game to him, man. Give him some of your, you know what I mean? Some of your.
Yeah, I got you. Give him some. I got you.
I'll take it. All right, man.
All right, man. Y'all have a
Good luck,
good night.
Jimmy.
All right, man. You too, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. Absolutely.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.